So, how are you doing, guys? How are y'all doing? Welcome to another episode of the Daily Football Prediction Podcast show. Now, on this one, we set out to give you guys football predictions that will help you increase your chances of winning significantly as football prediction fans. So, stick with us and do not scroll past this one if you are a football prediction fan looking to increase your chances of winning in sports betting. Welcome if you're first time coming here. You're welcome to the channel. What we do here will help you increase your chances significantly. So guys, take 1 second of your time, everyone. Hit that like button. It's very important to do that. Show support to the channel. Subscribe if you like this kind of content, and all these things we talked about sounds like something you're interested in. And do not forget to turn your notification bells on. It is important to do that. It will help you as we go on this journey to beating the odds, guys.
Mallorca and Villarreal meet at the San Moix for a high-stakes round 35 clash with major survival implications for the host. While Villarreal has already mathematically secured a return to the Champions League, Mallorca is fighting for their top-flight life, sitting just 2 points above the relegation zone. Historically, the Yellow Submarine has dominated this fixture, remaining unbeaten in their last 5 meetings and winning 4 of them. Mallorca returns home looking to build on a vital 1-0 victory over Girona. Under Martin de Michelis, the Pirates have relied on their home form, collecting 29 of their 38 points in the Balearic Islands. Currently on a 4-match unbeaten streak at the San Moix, they will look to the area dominance of Vedet Muriqi. However, the hosts face a defensive crisis. Pablo Mofio is suspended, while Antonio Relo and Marash Kombola are major injury doubts. Villarreal travels in peak form after a 5-1 win over Levante, allowing them to play with the freedom of a team that has already fulfilled its European ambitions. Primary prediction: draw. First, the contrast in motivation is immense, as Mallorca's desperate hunt for survival points meets a Villarreal side with its primary goals achieved. Second, Mallorca's home resilience, transformed into a fortress recently, is pitted against Villarreal's superior technical quality and clinical frontline. Finally, defensive injury concerns for both sides could lead to a more open game than their historical meetings suggest. While the visitors boast individual brilliance and a better head-to-head record, Mallorca's desperation and home strength make them a difficult prospect to overcome. A high-intensity battle is likely where the host's resilience may frustrate a technically superior side.
Barcelona and Real Madrid meet at the Camp Nou for an El Clasico that could define the La Liga season. With an 11-point lead and only 4 rounds remaining, Barcelona sits on the verge of clinching the title in front of their home fans. Historically, this fixture is defined by offensive fireworks. All 10 of the most recent head-to-head meetings have exceeded 2.5 goals, with both teams finding the net in 9 of those encounters. Barcelona approaches this opportunity in peak domestic form, having won 5 consecutive matches and 9 of their last 10 outings. Hansi Flick's side is boosted by the return of Rafinha, though they remain without Andreas Christensen and Lamine Yamal. Real Madrid travels to Catalonia amid a period of internal turmoil and poor form, winning only once in their last 6 matches. The visitors are severely depleted by suspensions to Federico Valverde and Aurelien Tchouameni, alongside a massive injury list including Thibaut Courtois, Rodrigo, and Eder Militao. Primary prediction: FC Barcelona to win. First, the contrast in momentum is stark. Barcelona is operating with clinical efficiency while Real Madrid is struggling with internal chaos and underperformance. Second, the disciplinary and injury issues plaguing the visitors severely limit their defensive stability and tactical options. Finally, the psychological motivation for the host is immense, as they have the chance to secure the trophy against their greatest rivals. Given the visitors' fractured squad and Barcelona's relentless pursuit of the title, the psychological and tactical advantages sit firmly with the home side. It appears unlikely that a depleted Real Madrid can halt Barcelona's current momentum in such a high-stakes environment. West Ham and Arsenal meet at the London Stadium for a pivotal London derby with massive implications at both ends of the table. With only 3 match weeks remaining, Arsenal is within touching distance of their first Premier League title in over 2 decades, while West Ham has slipped into the relegation zone, trailing safety by a single point. Historically, the Gunners have dominated this matchup, winning 8 of the 13 meetings since 2020, including 6-0 and 5-2 victories in their most recent trips to this venue. Arsenal arrives in high spirits after securing a place in the Champions League final with a midweek win over Atletico Madrid. Domestically, Mikel Arteta's side holds a 5-point lead over Manchester City, bolstered by 3 wins in their last 4 matches. Despite a short turnaround from European action, the league leaders possess incredible clinical efficiency at this stadium. Arteta has a largely settled squad, though Jurriën Timber is confirmed out and Miles Lewis-Skelly faces a late fitness test. West Ham returns home looking to stabilize their survival bid after a 3-0 defeat to Brentford, a match where they were unfortunate to hit the woodwork 3 times. Prior to that, the Hammers had lost just once in 8 games. Nuno Espirito Santo has the luxury of a fully fit squad, providing the tactical flexibility to potentially recall Aaron Wan-Bissaka to shore up a defense that must face Arsenal's fluid attack. Primary prediction: Arsenal to win. First, Arsenal's recent track record at the London Stadium provides a massive psychological edge. Second, West Ham's desperation for survival points makes them a dangerous, high-intensity opponent at home. Finally, Arsenal's superior depth and momentum following their European success suggests they are well equipped to navigate high-pressure environments. While West Ham will fight for their top-flight life, the visitors' clinical form and quest for the title should prove decisive. Given the stakes and the Gunners' consistency, a win for the league leaders is the anticipated outcome.
Nottingham Forest and Newcastle United meet at the City Ground for a Premier League clash with significant survival implications for the hosts. Forest sits 16th in the table, knowing a victory could effectively secure their status for another season. Newcastle, currently 13th, arrives with less pressure but a point to prove. Historically, the Magpies have dominated this fixture, winning 7 of the last 12 meetings and each of the last 3, in a matchup that averages a prolific 3.67 goals per game. Nottingham Forest returns to league action looking to erase the memory of a 4-0 midweek defeat to Aston Villa in the Europa League semi-finals. Despite that continental heartbreak, Vitor Pereira's men have been formidable at home, where they are unbeaten in 5 matches and have won their last 3 at the City Ground. However, the hosts are sweating on the fitness of Morgan Gibbs-White, who remains doubtful. Forest will also have to cope without Dan Doy, Mario, and Ola Aina, though Taiwo Awoniyi is pushing for a start. Newcastle United travels, having recently snapped a 5-match losing streak with a 3-1 win over Brighton. That victory highlighted their early match aggression, and the return of Anthony Gordon provides a boost in transitional speed. However, Eddie Howe's side has struggled on the road, losing 4 of their last 5 away trips while showing a lack of defensive cohesion. The visitors' backline remains stretched with Fabian Schär, Tino Livramento, and Luis Miley all sidelined. Primary prediction: over 2.5 goals. First, Nottingham Forest's recent home resilience makes them awkward opponents at the City Ground. Second, Newcastle's ability to score even during flat performances aligns with Forest's struggle to keep clean sheets. Finally, the historical high-scoring nature of this fixture suggests both defenses are likely to be tested. Given the defensive uncertainties of both squads and the host's desperate need for points, an expansive game with plenty of chances is the likely scenario.
Crystal Palace and Everton meet at Selhurst Park for a Premier League Round 36 clash with different priorities. Everton sits in 10th place with 48 points, keeping their mathematical hopes for European qualification alive, while 15th placed Crystal Palace balances league play with a deep run in the UEFA Conference League. Historically, Everton has enjoyed success in South London, winning their last 2 league visits and losing only twice in their last 16 trips to this venue. Everton arrives in resilient form, recently highlighted by a spirited 3-3 draw against Manchester City. Under Sean Dyche, the Toffees have become a persistent attacking threat, though they have struggled with defensive concentration late in games, conceding in the 90th minute in 3 consecutive matches. The visitors will be without Idrissa Gana Gueye and Jared Brantwaite. Crystal Palace returns home aiming to snap a losing streak in the league. Despite recent results, they remain formidable at Selhurst Park, currently riding a 4-match unbeaten home streak where defensive organization is typically their strength. Primary prediction: both teams to score. First, Everton's recent trend of both scoring and conceding late suggests a lack of defensive closure that Palace can exploit. Second, Palace's prioritized European schedule may lead to squad rotation, potentially impacting their backline's cohesion against a clinical Everton attack. Finally, the historical context of competitive meetings at Selhurst Park, combined with Everton's need to push for a European spot, points toward an open game where both sides find the net. This matchup features two sides with clear offensive potential and lingering defensive questions. Given the visitors' recent high-scoring affairs and the host's motivation to maintain home momentum, a cagey encounter appears unlikely. Both attacks are expected to find opportunities throughout the 90 minutes. Fiorentina and Genoa meet at the Stadio Artemio Franchi for a Serie A clash where both sides have already secured their top-flight status for next season. Historically, Fiorentina has dominated this rivalry, winning 5 of the last 7 meetings, though their encounter earlier this season was a more open 2-2 draw. Fiorentina returns home looking to bounce back from a 4-0 defeat to AS Roma. Despite successfully guiding the club to safety since his November appointment, Paolo Vanoli faces a challenge in revitalizing an attack that has struggled to create clear-cut chances recently. The Viola may have a near-full squad, but Tariq Lamptey is ruled out, while Moise Kean and Roberto Piccoli face late fitness test. Genoa arrives with a more stable record, losing only once in their last 4 matches. Under Daniele De Rossi, they have prioritized defensive discipline, recently holding Atalanta to a 0-0 draw, but they have also failed to score in their last 2 league games. De Rossi will be without junior measures, and creative outlet Tommaso Bordanzi remains a doubt. Primary prediction: under 2.5 goals. First, both teams are currently experiencing a significant goal drought, with neither finding the net in their previous 2 league outings. Second, Genoa's recent tactical identity under De Rossi is built on a defense-first approach, with 5 of their last 7 matches staying under the 2.5 goal threshold. Finally, with both sides mathematically safe from relegation, the intensity usually required for an expansive game may be replaced by a more cautious, low-risk tactical battle. While their previous meeting was high-scoring, the current lack of clinical finishing from both squads points toward a low-scoring affair. Given the recent defensive trends and personnel doubts in both attacks, a battle of attrition is expected in Florence.
AC Milan and Atalanta meet at San Siro for a pivotal Serie A round 36 clash with only 3 matches remaining. The Rossoneri are focused on securing their Champions League status, while Atalanta maintains outside hopes for a top 6 finish. Historically, this Lombardy rivalry has been closely contested, evidenced by a 1-1 draw earlier this season, though Atalanta has won 2 of the last 3 meetings between the sides. AC Milan enters the weekend looking to rebound from a 2-0 defeat to Sassuolo. Despite that loss, Massimiliano Allegri has maintained a resilient defensive unit that concedes fewer than 1 goal per game on average. The Rossoneri must navigate this fixture without the suspended Fikayo Tomori and the injured Luka Modric. Atalanta arrives in search of a spark to end a 4-match winless streak. While they possess attacking threats in Ademola Lookman and Matteo Retegui, injuries to defensive pillars Giorgio Scalvini and Sid Kolasinac have undermined their stability. Primary prediction: under 2.5 goals. First, Milan's disciplined structure has seen under 2.5 goals land in 8 of their last 10 league matches, reflecting a preference for tactical control. Second, while Atalanta is traditionally aggressive, they face a Milan side that excels at neutralizing high-powered offenses. Finally, with both teams missing key defensive personnel, the managers may adopt a more pragmatic approach to avoid a costly defeat in the race for Europe. This matchup features a clash between Milan's safety-first organization and Atalanta's need to break a winless run. Given the stakes and the host's tendency to participate in low-scoring affairs during the season's closing stages, the match is likely to be decided by fine margins. The statistical trends point toward a tight, tactical battle. Monaco and Lille meet at the Stade Louis II for a high-stakes battle with major implications for European qualification. Monaco returns home following a 2-1 comeback victory at Metz, while Lille aims to protect a 12-match unbeaten streak. Historically, home advantage has dictated this rivalry, with the away side winning only once in the last 12 encounters. Monaco currently sits in 6th place, trailing Lille by 4 points with 2 games remaining. Sebastian Pocognoli's side has been a fixture in high-scoring games, with over 2.5 goals, landing in 7 of their last 8 matches, while their home fixtures average 3.4 goals. Despite injuries to Kasem Ouattara, Paris Brunner, and Stanis Edombo Muzambo, the presence of Folarin Balogun and Ansu Fati ensures the hosts remain a potent threat. Lille occupies 4th place, just 2 points behind 3rd place Lyon. Bruno Genesio has built a resilient squad that hasn't lost in 12 league games, though they have shown increased attacking intent recently, with 3 of their last 4 away trips seeing at least 3 goals. Primary prediction: over 2.5 goals. First, Monaco's home record is defined by prolific scoring and an expansive tactical approach. Second, Lille's need to win to overtake Lyon for an automatic Champions League spot suggests they will not settle for a defensive draw. Finally, the visitors may have to navigate the absence of Nabil Bentaleb, potentially affecting their midfield control against the high-octane Monaco attack. This matchup features a collision of offensive intent as both sides chase their European ambitions. Given Monaco's high-scoring home trend and Lille's recent attacking form on the road, a goal-rich encounter is expected. The tactical setup and the quality of the available forwards point toward an open game.
Toulouse and Olympique Lyon face off at the Stadium de Toulouse this Sunday as the visitors look to solidify their grip on a Champions League qualification spot. Lyon currently sits in 3rd place with 60 points, holding a 2-point cushion over their rivals, while Toulouse occupies 10th. Although Toulouse ended Lyon's 18-match unbeaten streak in this fixture earlier this season, momentum favors the visitors, who arrive on a 4-match winning run. Toulouse approaches this clash following a resilient 2-1 away victory over Strasbourg, halting a recent dip in form. However, Les Violets have shown uncharacteristic fragility at home, conceding an average of 2.3 goals per game over their last 10 outings. Head coach Carles Martinez Novel faces significant selection hurdles with Rafik Mesale and Obu Francis sidelined by injury, while Morosawa is out due to suspension. This depleted rearguard must now face one of the league's most prolific offenses. Olympique Lyon travels south as a relentless attacking force, recently underlined by a 4-2 victory over Rennes. Under Paulo Fonseca, Lyon has found peak offensive fluidity, with a landmark 2-1 win over Paris Saint-Germain serving as a psychological blueprint for their away trips. While Lyon will be without Oro Mongola and Remy Himbert, the squad depth is expected to maintain their high-intensity approach. Primary prediction: Lyon to win. First, Lyon's superior technical quality and recent win streak contrast sharply with Toulouse's defensive vulnerabilities. Second, the host record of conceding 2 or more goals in 5 of their last 6 matches suggests they will struggle to contain Lyon's front line. Finally, the high-stakes motivation for Lyon to secure a Champions League return provides a clear competitive edge over a mid-table Toulouse side with little left to play for. Given the host injury concerns and Lyon's clinical attacking form, the visitors are expected to control the narrative. Lyon's motivation should prove decisive against a defensively stretched Toulouse. Hamburger SV and SC Freiburg meet at the Volkspark Stadium with contrasting motivations as the season nears its conclusion. While HSV has mathematically secured its top-flight survival, Freiburg arrives under pressure to protect a 1-point lead in the race for European qualification. Historically, Freiburg has won the last 3 meetings, though the fixture remains competitive with a long-term average of 2.8 goals per game. Hamburger SV enters their final home match following a vital 2-1 comeback victory over Frankfurt, which ended a 3-match losing streak and confirmed their safety. Despite this, Malin Pozin's side is currently enduring a 5-match winless run at home. The host will be without Mero Muhim, William Michael-Brensis, Fernando Dix, and Alexander Rosen-Lelisiet, but the attacking trio of Fovio Vieira, Robert Glitzo, and Ransford Königsdorfer remains available to exploit the lack of relegation pressure. SC Freiburg travels north following a 3-1 midweek win over Braga that sent them to the Europa League final. While clinical in Europe, Julian Schuster's side has struggled domestically on the road, losing 3 consecutive away matches and conceding 8 goals in that span. With Max Rosenfelder, Patrick Osterhage, and Yuto Suzuki sidelined, fatigue may force rotation. However, the form of Igor Martinovic suggests the visitors will remain an offensive threat as they chase essential points. Primary prediction: over 2.5 goals. First, Hamburger SV's home struggles are often characterized by open games where they score but fail to maintain defensive stability. Second, Freiburg's recent away form has been uncharacteristically porous, likely due to the physical demands of their deep European run. Finally, the must-win nature of the game for Freiburg, combined with HSV's newfound freedom from pressure, creates the ideal conditions for an expansive, attacking contest. Given the defensive vulnerabilities of both squads and the historical scoring average of this fixture, a high-scoring afternoon is expected. Both teams' recent tactical trends point toward an encounter where the offensive units will likely dominate.